It's time for that wonderful part of the show that we call 10 Minutes of Your Time. You just witnessed an amazing spotlight by this brother to my right, Semaj. And I'm telling you, he did his thing. He did his thing. Semaj. There you go.
I always put black things in my mouth, but it's never on.
This is the amazing part of the show that we call 10 Minutes of Your Time,
Hello,
where
hello, hello.
we let our guests tell us about themselves and tell us their wonderful journey into this house music culture. So we always seen each other in past, and I'm gonna tell you, it's a wonderful thing to meet you today. You were truly a ray of sunshine, and you started my Saturday off right.
Which I greatly appreciate. I've heard great things about you. From Ladybug and a couple of rest of the characters. So I just really appreciate you put me on the list.
Man, you deserved it, and we've been having you on the radar for quite a while. When I saw the opening come up, I wanted to bring you on in here, and I don't regret 1 minute of it. I mean, you could have kept on going.
I'm an old school DJ. So when you came in the club, it was one DJ when you came on, and it was one DJ when you left.
That's what I'm talking about. I tell everybody that, like, we had a spotlights and 3 hours go so fast. And I tell people it truly lets you stretch out. It's a marathon. It allows you to tell your story. And when most people get through, they still have a whole lot more in the tank, just like I saw that you did today.
I got about 6 more hours.
And that's the truth, Ruth.
And that's no lie. Okay, that's no lie.
So we're gonna bring them back for the Friday night at Internal Affairs. But Samaj, tell us your journey. How did you get started in house music
Okay,
and everything?
I came in at the end of Obama's second term, so that's probably right around, I don't know, right around 2017, 2015, somewhere around there. Um, I came here on a hope and a wish and a dream. I was like,
Not from
Chicago.
you're not from here.
No, I'm not from here. I actually was in Nevada, so that's where I'm really from. And so when I first, I used to watch Mimi on the Deep Underground or whatever it
The
was.
foxhole.
Yeah, the Foxhole. Yeah, that's what it was. That was the Foxhole. And I used to watch some of the things from Chicago and things from that nature from the West Coast. And I was like, you know what? I can let those girls have it.
I see you
I'm
you
gonna be perfectly honest.
we learned something new
Okay,
because I
yes.
thought you were from Chicago.
No, sir. No, sir. No, I'm actually from Nevada. I moved here about, like I said, about 20 years ago. I think my friend Ron Carruthers, he told me that I've been here for like 20 years. So I didn't even realize that. Fix it, Jesus. So
Fix it.
he was like, yes, cause so my first place that I DJ'd at was at the shop on 71st in Crandon. So shout out to Vicky Hosey for giving me a shout out, and shout out to
It was in
Kiko.
the basement over there, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
baby, when you will go down that stairs, honey, it was a pole. If you did not know that place, you will beam your head something terrible.
Mm-hmm.
That was what you call the underground. If you did not injure yourself or you didn't feel like your life was in danger, it's not the underground.
Yes, that's true.
Okay? I'm just letting you know that. I'm going to say that one more time. If you feel like your life is not in danger by being at this spot, it's not the underground. Okay?
The most grimiest places have the most amazing parties.
Yes. Okay.
That's a Chicago fact. That's a New York fact. That's an underground fact.
Okay. Yes. Thank you. It is an underground fact. If you not, I'm gonna say it one more time so y'all can hear it. If you do not feel like your life is in danger when you are at a spot, you are not in the underground. There we have it. Okay.
This is true. So you came here by way of Nevada, and then you
Okay, so after I came here from Nevada, I had my spot up at the sorry, North Side. My first actual professional gig was at the North Side at Hydrate, which was Frankie Knuckles' first spot, which was called the Manhole. So after that, I invited a lot of DJs up north because which was really surprising that a lot of DJs from the south side do not DJ up north, which was really amazing to me because in Las Vegas you have to utilize the whole city. You just don't stay on one side of town and you don't do that.
Most
You
definitely
have to utilize the whole city. Here in Chicago,
segregated.
you can literally stay on one side of town and not have to interact with other people. And that's not how Las Vegas works. And so it was really surprising to me that that was like that. That system was in place because I thought that was an old antiquated system. And so when I came here, I was like, damn. No offense to Chicago. No, when I say I love Chicago, I love Chicago. But I was mad that I was like, I should have went to New York because it's so segregated here. North side stays north, south side stays south, west side stays west, east side stays east. Nobody really interacts with each other. And I like, I'm from a city where everybody, there's no black poor area in Las Vegas. If you're poor, everybody in this area is poor. Black, white, Mexican, Chicano, whatever it is, you're poor and you live in this area. So I wasn't used to that. So I just wanted, it took me a long time to get kind of acclimated to that.
So you got to be when you're from the city, your goal is to become all city.
Yes.
Because when you have people here that stay on one side of town, they truly limit themselves.
Correct.
Ever since we were teenagers, we were partying with everybody across the city. We were up north, Medusas. We come out south. We was in the burbs. We were everywhere, and that's when you truly get to experience house music at its true
Yes.
potential, not just the Stony Island special. You know what I'm saying, with some lemon pepper. You gotta step out of that and take yourself
Okay, pure lemon pepper.
pure
It's
lemon
like
pepper.
overwhelmingly lemon pepper.
Most definitely,
Like
because
I didn't ask for that much lemon pepper.
the north side has some banging ass parties.
Yes, they do.
I
And
mean,
and one thing I would say about the north side, excuse me, the north side is that you're a little bit more freer musically.
true.
Here on the south side, I love my disco, quote unquote. I love the disco and all that other stuff, but it's a what's the word I want to use? It's a relevant of the past. And you're not going to get future people to engage in that. You know what I mean? I mean, like I said, disco is an eclectic kind of music. Which means it's a smaller base. So you have to promote yourself to a wider base. And the wider base is full four on the floor, techno, EDM, house, and the whole 9 yards. Darren Jones and a couple of those other guys, they have their niches. Those are niche DJs. Don't get me wrong. I love Darren Jones. He's one of the greatest, disco DJs. When I heard him, I was like, okay, that's what I need. Energy DJs. Energy disco DJs. Okay, let me say that one more time. Energy disco DJs. Not, if you playing at 92 BPM at 12 o'clock at night, you're not getting any energy. So that's the only thing I want to say about that.
Most definitely. On the way to the spotlight today, you were telling me you were semi-retired.
Yes.
So you want to kind of tell the people or
Okay.
describe to people
What I
two
mean
things
by
I want to say.
yes.
Describe your style, and then tell us about this semi-retirement.
Okay. So for me, I'm semi-retired because I don't want to argue with people who own lounges. I don't want to argue with people for their living room. I don't want to argue with people for their basement. I don't want to argue people for their backyard. If that is what I have to do to be a DJ, then I would rather give it up.
Amen. On
I
that.
have, me personally, to kind of put my record out there. When I first came here, I started at the shop. I had my own night up north for like 3 years. I booked a lot of DJs from the south. A lot of DJs from the South, from Ronnie Mack, Alan King, Gene Hunt, you name them all. I booked them all up north. Okay. So the thing is that when you go into this sport, you got to be careless. You got to say,
No.
you got to say, fuck everybody and do what you feel that's in your heart.
Mhm.
And if it work out, it work out. If it don't, it don't. But what you do have the possibility to do is that this is the United States of America. This is the United States of America. I'm going to say that one more time. This is the United States of America. House music was not going great in Las Vegas. It is all EDM and the whole 9 yards. It is electronic dance music, if you know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
And so, what you can do is if you feel like you got it in your heart to bless people with your gift, move. I moved from Las Vegas to Chicago. I took a risk. I took a risk. Sometimes risks don't pay off, but you do not want to be 65. I'm going to say that one more time. You do not want to be 65 and saying, I wish I could have.
That's a fact.
So that's the thing that you want to take with you in the future. If you feel like you have something in your heart and in your dreams and your spirit that you feel like you can promote to the people and make people feel good and bless people in the whole 9 yards, take the risk.
That's true. Very much true. I always tell people do it to your best of your ability, so when you walk away, you're satisfied.
You can sleep at night. You can sleep at night saying, at least I tried.
That's a fact. So, are you retired?
The way I look at it is that I'm semi-retired. So because I've had such an illustrious career that I'm okay with what I've done, and that's what a lot of DJs need to understand too, is that you've had an illustrious career, and sometimes people just move on, and I'm okay with that.
You
I
are
did a
one.
20-year
You like a
run.
good MC. You're too good to retire, so I'm gonna say he's not retired.
Okay,
If
I
you
did a
watch this
20-year
spotlight
run.
today, if you watch this spotlight today, this brother's not retired.
Okay.
He had a whole lot of music in him. But what we talked about on the way here was you come out when it wets your whistle and makes it interesting for you.
Yes.
I pray that you had a good time today.
I had an absolutely wonderful time.
That's what I
Absolutely
say.
wonderful. And by the way, when the system is right, the beats are right.
That is true. Thank you for
Okay,
that.
I'm gonna say that one more time. I'm gonna say that one more time. So just in case some people in the back didn't hear me, when the system is right, the beats are right.
The beats are tight. When the system is right, the beats are tight.
Okay.
That's what we talking about. And I try to tell everybody that when they come through, we have the most amazing fellowships that take place over here at Internal Affairs, and the connection comes through the music.
Yes.
Because Chicago has such a stagnated state of mind that they'll let two people keep them away from a really good person
Correct.
because you're following the masses.
Yes.
Meet people, get to know them, and understand them for who they are and how they treat you.
Yes, and I always say sometimes you have to come down on the ground level. See, people are so illustrious. I always say
Aristocrats.
this is why Trump won, because people at the bottom felt left out. Sometimes you have to come down to level 46 where the people are and let them know that hey, you don't have to stay at level 46.
True.
You can move up. There's ways that you can move up. But people, as long as you keep draining level 46 in their head, that's where they're going to stay at. You got to let them know that you can move up.
That's what's up. So, guys, I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna bring Semaj back because we had an amazing time, and I'm telling you, I truly was entertained. Everything. I started the Saturday off right. I thank this brother for coming through. Truly a professional, start to finish, ball of energy, everything that comes with it. Tell the people how they can see you.
Okay, well, you can always see me on my YouTube channel, DJ Semaj Chicago, DJ Semaj Chicago, Chicago. Sometimes you get that little, that last ending part a little, a little messed up. But DJ Samaj Chicago on YouTube. And I just want to reiterate, kind of bring up a subject that we were talking about in the car. I lived through the AIDS and cracks generation. I lived
Mm-hmm.
through the the AIDS and crack generation. So I had gay friends that died, and I also had a bunch of straight friends that died. So when I took on this DJ embark, I said I will always DJ like it's the last night of my life.
That's beautiful. That's deep, and I can really feel that. And I think that's what everybody should do. Because I tell everybody, when you meet somebody and you're going into them, do it like it's going to be your last time, and make that impression the best. Because you never know if you're going to get that opportunity again.
Exactly. So that's where I come from. You
Most
know,
definitely.
I want to make sure that at least when you go home, you're like, "Ooh, the child, that bitch, honey, that bitch Shabbat let me have it, bitch."
Yes. Fix it. Fix it. Fix it, Jesus.
He let me have it, honey. Honey,
I'm gonna
I
tell you,
want you to go
you
home like
guys, if
that.
we had the mic on, I'm telling you, you would have got a whole nother power of energy that was coming up out of here. But it was truly amazing, and I thank you for giving us 10 minutes of your
Yes,
time,
I
a little
I
bit more, but
appreciate
it
you
was
so much,
worth it.
Avon, for putting me on the list, and and seeing that the work that I have done is not in vain,
Nah, welcome to the wall.
and I
You,
appreciate
welcome
that.
to the wall. Thank you guys. Peace out.